What a night. What a night. Listen, man, I'm sorry to all you guys that I couldn't go live for UFC 300, but I had to blow off some steam. I kicked it this weekend. I had a fantastic, you can't have a more fantastic time than I had. All right, but look, let's talk about UFC 300, the morning after. That show, UFC 300, was on some goated shit. Between Alex Pereira and, Max Holloway versus Justin Gaethje. Listen, that fight probably should have been the main event. We'll talk about that in a minute. But first, if by any chance you were interested in what was going on with Jared Anderson, here's what was going on over there.
That manner, you can hear the boos coming in with what Riyadh is doing.
Quite possibly the lamest heavyweight fight of all time. And you cannot blame Big Baby Anderson. All right, the guy threw a million punches. Murray.
Come on, Murray.
Decided to be a heavy bag on wheels. All you need to do is look at the punch count throughout the first 7 rounds. I keep telling you guys, man, it's hard to knock out a guy who's not punching. But Murray has something to say after the fight. Did y'all see his post-fight interview?
And you ain't here finessing this. I was finessing him. I was finessing him. Yo, it's a lot of people say I ran, right?
Right.
They don't know boxing.
I'm telling you, man, y'all got to stop finessing. Y'all got to stop finessing. And that's the black, 2 sugars, a little bit of cream. All right, now look, let's talk about UFC 300. Was on some goated shit. Listen, and the reason why I say it is Max Holloway, who, I'm telling you, every time I see his age, I'm shocked. Because I've been looking at this guy fight for years. He must have started fighting the same age Devin the American Dream Haney sparred Gervonta. But no, I don't know how old he was when he started. And you guys let me know in the comments. It must have been extremely young because the guy been in the octagon for ages and he's like a baby. He's like 32 years old. But anywho, they put on a slugfest, the polar opposite from Big Baby Jared Anderson and Murray. And the knockout, Max Holloway knocked. Listen, if you think, if any of you, if I were talking to one of you and y'all said, listen, that was my favorite, that is my favorite knockout ever, I would say you have great taste. That's how sensational that knockout was over Gaethje. Max Holloway caught that knockout. I mean, Gaethje body, it looked like he got shot. It looked like he got shot, bruh. That knockout, and I can't show any of it because UFC don't be playing. But, I mean, his body folded like he was a paper mache. Like that, Max Holloway, that was one of the more sensational knockouts I've ever seen. Okay, so you got that. And then you have Alex Pereira on some Terminator shit. Dude, listen, Alex didn't throw one punch. He knocked out Jamal Hill in the first round. But he was walking heel down. And I literally was holding my breath the entire time. He ain't throw one punch. He was just, Sarah Connor. Like, brother. Brother, walking him down. Kill. Just walking him. It got to a point where Jamal Hill literally kicked him in his nuts. And it did not stop Alex Pereira. Right before Alex Pereira knocked him out, he got kicked in his nuts. Jamal was like, get fuck up. And Pereira was like, boom. Literally, he told the ref to get out the way. My man tried, he was just like, no. And hit Jamal with an uppercut hook, a hooker cut. He hit him with a hooker cut and then just rained down a few hammer strikes and then stands over him and performs. Arguably the greatest, I'm going to say it's the greatest celebration in UFC history. Listen, bro. The reason why I think a close number 2 would be when Izzy knocked out Alex, and he stood over him with that was one of my favorites. That was one of my favorites. But bruh, Alex was doing that shit for like a half hour. I was telling Jamal, get up, get up. He was doing that literally for a half hour. And I'm like, listen, bro, that is a torture of a celebration.
Oh, well, it's the game we played, got caught. For anybody that care, I'm good. I'm well. We still doing our thing tonight. Y'all know where we at. We over at Hackerson. And, yeah, man, we just build and come right back.
Now Alex Pereira is talking about going to heavyweight, and I think he can do it. Which kind of brings this argument. Did he only lose to Izzy because he was weight drained? I mean, he kicked his ass every time they fought. Well, maybe not kicked his ass. You know, when they were kickboxing, you know, Izzy was actually winning, right? And then he got knocked out. But he beat him, let's put this, he beat him every fight, all right? Except for that last one. And in that last one, he looked gaunt. Like he looked, not taking anything from Izzy. Izzy fought him. I mean, Izzy is better than him, I think, skill-wise, but just couldn't beat him. Right? He's just a bad matchup for Izzy. He's good in his strikes and everything, and he's just great in how he approaches the fight. On top of that, he's just huge. No diddy. So it just makes me think, like, did Izzy only really beat him because at middleweight he just had nothing else? Now he's talking about heavyweight, and I think he can do it. If he becomes 3-division champ, if he this quickly, and the thing is, he took no punishment. Of course, he took no punishment last night. No, did he? He can go. The next card, Alex can just jump right in. If Alex become 3, he's trying to be one of the greatest UFC fighters of all time. At this point, he's looking like a runaway train that you can't stop. But let me know how you all feel in the comments below. ShowBizz for adult. I'm out.